This is actually just soda.
I said it a long time ago. Like you see a difference in people that's raised on survival versus love. You see a difference in it. I mean, when you're raised on like survival, you want to swivel all the time. You know, it's dog eat dog. It's all of those different things. It's the rat race. And when you're raised on love, it's just, you know, progression and you ain't thinking it's cynical and all of those different things. Is now it's just feel like, you know, a lot of these parents is like, I'm gonna raise my child the way I want to raise my child. You ain't gonna talk to them a certain way. You ain't gonna. It's like, I get it, but at the same time, you got to hold them accountable. Got to hold them accountable. Accountability is lacking. Accountability. Shame has been taken away from our culture. It's like, especially shame. Shame has been taken away.
You're
not you.
Who kind of think she is?
Because somebody forgot to do the intro, but I ain't gonna say it.
Like I said, when I clicked it, it didn't do what it's supposed to do.
Well, hello everybody. I am so sorry we late today. Not my fault. I'm not gonna say whose fault it is now. Sorry that we late today, but we are late. And we're here and we're gonna have a good time and we're going to have fun with this topic. Mr. Rochelle Davis probably will either he will or he may not be joining us. Y'all know he a firefighter. He out here saving lives. So we don't know if he coming or not. But I am your host, Kyra. And of course, you know your co-host, the Deacon. Say hi to, you know, stop being sanctified. And our special co-host, Miss Davida.
Very, very special. The Deacon ain't happy I'm here, but I'm here. I'm here.
Why would I be happy you're not here?
I said you're not happy I'm here.
Why wouldn't I be happy that you're here?
Because whatever you say, I'm going to rebuttal.
That's fine.
I am here specifically for you.
Oh,
I'm here to go against whatever you say.
I'm glad. I hope you're ready.
I've been ready. I was born ready.
No, I don't know. Last time you lost and you hung up the phone. So
last time I hung up because let me tell you something.
You was ready to fight.
I was about to come to your house, and I was ready to come to your house because you was getting out of hand. You was drawing a line.
See, so you can't say you're ready for something, and then when you get it, you want to hang up. You want to come to fight.
No, don't get it misconstrued. I came back stronger and better. Now I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, stronger and better.
Now. All right, now.
You definitely came back looking younger.
Hello, Carla. How are you, hon? All right, now let's just
came back looking younger. I tell you that much.
Excuse me, what'd you say?
I said you definitely came back looking younger.
I'm happier. So
see, that's what it is. Then she's happier.
The man of the hour showed up.
You're like, I will not miss this. You took an Uber.
All right, people, Mr. Sean Davis.
Last time
sugar now.
He left the rig at the spot. He took an Uber back. He like, I got something to do.
What I missed?
Nothing.
We just started. We are just starting the podcast.
I'll see it. 4 minutes. Look at this.
We're talking. We were just talking about the last time when Davida lost so bad that she hung up the phone.
I didn't lose.
And wanted to come.
I could never
lost so bad.
She hung up. She ended the show. Don't feel bad. It's all right, Vita. It happens to some of the best of us. Kat got mad and cut off.
I didn't end the show, but like I said, back and better than ever.
Okay, we'll see.
That's it. So just be ready. Whatever you say, I don't agree with. I'm just letting everybody know that.
All right.
That shot was at me?
That's good then, because
you are you his friend? Because then you a part of it. That's your friend?
I don't want no sauce. I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn.
I'm gonna steer you.
Okay, so whatever's being said. So you promise anything I say you're gonna disagree with.
Whatever you say, I'm gonna disagree with.
You are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life.
That's one thing I cannot disagree with. I agree.
You're wavering already. You're wavering already.
After that, everything after that.
Wavering already. Look at this one. Can't tell you, boy. Look at this, Shalyn. Shalyn ain't been up here in 2 years. The last time Shalyn was up, the last time she was up here, I think Justin had just got on the show.
Listen, leave my cousins alone.
Oh man, this is about to be an interesting night.
As long as these tones don't go off.
I'm ready.
All right, we're about to get started. We're gonna get started, Kat.
Let's get it popping. Everybody already know the rules. Everybody already know the rules of the game. If you want to speak, you have 2 to 5 minutes to speak. The link is at the bottom. Derek, can you pin that to the bottom of the comments, please? And thank you.
Got it.
I appreciate you so much. So yes, if you're not a typer and you want to be a talker, you got 2 to 5 minutes to come on. You'll be sitting in the waiting room to be ready for you. And yeah, those are the rules of hitting that link. So our topic tonight, it is always good to be Miss Shalyn. Our topic tonight is a pick-me girl. And I looked this up because at first I didn't understand it. So, you gotta look shit up when you don't understand it. And so what it says is the term pick me is used as a derogatory slang to describe someone who acts against their own group interests to gain favor from the majority. For example, a pick-me girl might act like she's not like other girls by participating in typically masculine activities. She might also dismiss women's issues and feminism and claim that women have nothing to complain about. A pick-me person might do anything to get attention and approval, including acting like someone they are not, forfeiting their own principles, and bringing other people down.
Now, where's this definition from?
This definition comes from the regular dictionary.
They got pick me in the Webster's dictionary, huh?
It came from that.
That's kind of crazy.
That came.
Did it say like pick dash me?
What did it say? Ask Google, because Google the one that gave it to me.
Come on.
Now, I want the Urban Dictionary. The Urban Dictionary says a pick me is a woman that is looking for male.
Hold up. See? That's why you wanted to do this on this day.
Listen, ain't nobody know you was gonna be on fire today.
I'll be back.
I'll hold you down. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yes. If Davida not up here, you already know.
Says, say that again because I'm not letting nothing go up. What did you say?
I told him I hold him down. If you're not up here by the time we get back, just know she already lost.
Okay, we're gonna see. Let me tell you something.
I told you this is gonna be a fair fight. And Debbie don't get jumped. The Urban Dictionary says a pick is a woman that is willing to do anything for male approval. She will embarrass or throw other women under the bus to achieve her goals. The unfortunate thing about a pick me is usually the men that they are trying to seek approval from are of poor quality and treat women badly, leaving little real benefit for the pick me. That's from the Urban Dictionary. So there you have it. Now we have 2 videos that we're going to show you guys, and then we're going to get into this topic.
I was such a pick-me girl. and in such a like I said.
What do you mean by that?
I was just so like I said earlier, I abandoned my my own priorities in order to be loved or to be chosen, because not just romantically, but also even like with my career, right? Like I was like appealing to a lot of like powerful men essentially in order to like be advanced. And I just like totally abandoned my own boundaries and my own ideas of what was important.
What is a pick-me girl and why is it considered a derogatory term?
The girl next to me is a pick-me girl. It's when girls try to change themselves to get guys to
look
like
better
them.
in front of guys.
Exactly. So they pretend they like football and like stuff like that when they actually don't.
And sometimes like they're mean to other girls, like put down other girls to make themselves look better in front of guys, which isn't me.
The pick-me girl is the one that would do anything to catch a man's attention, and they neglect what their boundaries are and what they care about just to try to get a man to want.
All morals out the door. Just pick me.
Pick me.
Pick me.
No morals.
Uwu is a pick-me girl. You know what I'm talking about. Them e-girls is a pick-me. Like, gracious, voluptuous, and all this other good stuff.
She needs all the
male
guys
attention to like feel like okay with herself.
And also, she will put her friends aside for a guy, which is a no-no. So.
So there you have it.
Oh, so that's why we got to get him on the show.
Hi, Janice. How are you?
Let me get these kids out of here. Hold on a second, because I would like to look at stuff.
Pew, pew, pew.
This is War of the Sexes. On Kansas Conversations. Everything they're gonna be going at it all night, y'all. So make sure y'all get y'all drink, and I'm just gonna enjoy the show because it's gonna be funny tonight. Okay, so while we are waiting for Zavita to come back with her comeback for Mr. Zerrick Watson, we are going to talk about the pick me girl. I know, Ivory. I personally think from the definition, watching videos, whatever, I think everybody is a pick me girl. To a certain extent. I think every woman is a pick me. To a certain extent, because we all do some shit that we know we don't normally do to get somebody's attention. Except for me. So yeah, I think at some extent we all are a pick me. I just got on what is a pick me. All right now, Miss Darlene.
Don't worry, Miss Darlene. You're not a pick me. They didn't have pick me's back then, Miss Darlene.
Just to refresh, Darlene, a pick me is a woman that does whatever she needs to do in order to get the attention of a man to pick her to be with him.
But they're just that type of girl just won't pick the deacon. They don't want him to pick them. They just want to.
That's the best. That's the best you can do.
The pick girls don't want you to pick them.
You was going for 15 minutes. You couldn't come on nothing better than that.
I had to deal with kids, but I'm just telling you, the pick me girls want everybody to pick them except you.
So sad.
That's it.
So sad. That's
all I had to say.
Oh, Davita.
Darlene says she calls that a dumbass.
Yep. I normally call it never mind. I didn't want to say it.
Oh no, say it. What you call them?
I normally call them Davita.
That's not true. I don't have to do that. I never had to do that. I get picked regardless.
You get picked regardless.
Regardless. I love my friends. I big them up.
You get picked regardless.
Little booties matter. I get picked regardless.
Oh wow.
That's all. Don't hate on me. What Shasha said, men do the same thing.
Yeah, that could be.
So where's the pick me man?
Right.
Because men do it.
Yeah, they do. Men do it. They go after the wrong women, low quality women.
Why women got to be low quality?
Why men got to be low quality? That's what the definition just said. That most times they pick low quality men.
The pick me girls. That's what it said. The pick me girls pick low quality men.
Yeah, like it's not.
They say usually the pick me girls are choosing low quality men.
Why would they do all that, degrading their friends and being weird to pick a low quality man?
Because
they don't know he's low quality at the time.
Because they digmatize. That's why. Because that person is willing to give them all the attention. That person willing to give them all the attention. That person willing to give them, like, let them get their nails and their toes done.
That makes no sense. If you're gonna do all of that, if you're gonna be telling your friends, talking about them and being mean to them over somebody who is a low quality male, why are you doing it anyway?
Hold on, no, you can't take what that was a white lady, so that's a whole different type of because black girls.
The black girls said the same thing. They said that they have no boundaries.
They said they put down their morals. The white girls said they're mean to the girls in front of the guy. No, black girls don't do that. Black girls don't do that. I have yet to meet a black girl that's gonna play her friends out in front of a guy just so he can pick her. Because she'll get jumped. Black girls they're ready to fight. They're like, oh, you must got me twisted. You must got this.
I mean, technically, in their defense, in the pick me girls' defense, there are more males than females in this country.
Here we go.
I mean, may the best female win. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta get. It's usually, what is it, 4 females to every male? How you gonna stand out to their defense? I'm just saying.
You better speak for your people. Perfect representative. You better speak.
I get picked regardless.
You already got picked. You picked already, but
I get picked regardless.
She's a former pick me girl who's been rehabilitated. So we're so glad to see that
you
never
even seen the pick me girl because they just don't want him to pick them at all. You ain't never seen nobody just stay friends for you. I can't see that. What girl gonna be like, she musty, I want you, Deacon? Nobody's gonna ever say that about their friends. They're gonna suck their friends.
You musty, I want you, Deacon.
Listen.
What are you talking about?
I'm just telling you, they ain't gonna want you to pick them.
No.
Balance says it's survival of the fittest by any means necessary.
That's what I'm saying, Shasha. I mean, like, in their defense.
Mama, what Miss Miller said.
Are you kidding me? If you accept anything, you'll get anything. Now that is a true statement, Ms.
Yeah, but okay, all right. So this is not going to be the conversation for Mama Morris and Miss Miller. They understand that this is a whole different mind frame. There's a whole different group. They probably went to the same school DeVita went to.
Oh Lord.
You don't know what school I went to. You don't know where I go.
Let's talk about something constructive. Like, do you have your will completed?
They probably.
I went to school of hard knocks. You don't really know me like that.
Exactly.
You don't really know me like
exactly.
that.
You went to the school of hard knocks.
Your friend is back.
He's back.
Hello, Mr. Davis. How are you?
Hey, what's up?
I thought that was you coming down my street.
I'm way up the hill.
He's like, y'all good? All right, I'm gonna go back inside.
Y'all seem like y'all just want to go at each other all night.
That's
started with me.
That's Derek and Tavita, boy.
That's our relationship.
Started with me.
Yes, Darlene. Sean is back, and so now you know it's gonna be a party.
Let's go.
So, Sean, let us know how you feel about pick-me's before you have to run off to another run. How do you feel about a pick-me?
Hold up. some reason. Y'all can hear me?
I agree with you tonight.
No, I wanted to know exactly what that was. What's because remember I talked to you before and I'm like, what is a pick me?
Well, you missed the videos because you did the dead.
So pick me people are people who hang out with Davita.
Your wife, she always with me trying to get some tips.
Y'all terrible.
She be like, how I get him. I'm like, come on, sis, let me show you. She's tired of you, Deacon.
Y'all terrible.
I got two more in me. In me before I drop the big one. Then she got to get off the phone. She gonna have to. She had to get her boo to drive her. She's like, Cat, tell me where he live at. I'm tired of this.
That's it. I'm just find you. Very simple.
Shallon, don't get your sis hurt. All right.
What my sister said. She said, pick me people nauseate me. It's just like meeting someone's representative and then later you realize they're a fraud. Very true, because pick me people be lying.
Yes,
that's all they do is lie. They do.
That still ain't telling me what that is. Is it somebody that cater to men, to seeking men, looking to get a man? Like what is it?
That's exactly what a pick me is.
They just want to be loved, and
pick me is what they say is a woman who goes against her own boundaries, morals, principles, whatever you want to call them, to get a man.
They just want to be loved, and people like Davita and now Shallon are looking down on them because they want to be loved. Because Davita and Shallon said, I don't need a man, and if I get one, I get one, but I don't need one, so I'm good. And these people are saying, I don't want to be alone, because even though the Bible says it's not good that man should be alone, so I don't want to be alone. I want to be covered by somebody. They more like, if I have somebody cover me, no, if not, I'll be good anyway. Either way, I'm good. So that's where we got the beef at. You got a bunch of women. You got women who say, I'm going to do what I need to do to be taken care of, to be loved, to be treated well. The problem is the people that the guys that they put their interest in are of low quality, who they got the money to cover them. So that's where they fall.
This is my whole thing about a pick me. Why can't you just be yourself? What's wrong with being yourself and still getting picked? What's the problem? I'm not understanding. Why you gotta be somebody else?
I mean,
it's women that will eat what you eat, like what you like.
To be with you.
Right, but you saw who she was doing that for. She didn't do that for anybody. That was the king. That was the Prince of Zamunda.
What did she do?
Right, she's like big dog. She's like, woof, woof. That was the Prince of Zamunda. This is the difference. So you don't want to pick me, but she's saying my family's gonna be on the come up by this joining of two families. I'm gonna do what I need to do to make sure that my family's still on the come up. Where today's woman is like, I got my own job, I make my own money, I run my own business, so I don't need no man. Y and Z. So therefore, because you have other women who say, I have a job, but I don't want to make my own money. I don't want to fend for myself. I don't want to be out here dating around. I want to find somebody that's going to love me. So if I got to change who I am and change my mindset to be loved, that's what I'm going to do. But
are they changing their mindset, or are they faking the funk?
I mean, that's what I was going to ask, Derek. If somebody is trying to cater to a man, to even if they're just being feminine to smooth over, man, whatever it is, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with catering to a man's likings to get him on your page? Like what's wrong with that?
But that's not what they were saying to my
I heard him say a lot of stuff. One person said one thing, another person said another thing. But basically what they're saying is somebody who's basically catering to a man, wanting a man to like them or pick them or choose them, and doing whatever in that man's liking to have him choose her. What is our job anyway? Our job is to pick a wife, right?
Right.
Very true.
If our job is to pick a wife, it isn't your job to give me something to pick.
Boom. Come on, somebody.
But not liking the same food you like. Just
they can't like my food. Like what? That's silly.
That was an example. The example was like, you know, eating what you eat and doing all the things that you do so you can like me. You don't. That's not how you get picked.
I agree with what Kara just said. Kara says, I think a pick-me person is putting up a front to get a higher class person.
Say if they is. Say if they is.
Why is that a problem?
Yeah, say if they is. And they get what they want.
Because it's a front. It's not real.
No, maybe. Sometimes you got to do things that you've never done to get places and things that you never had.
Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody.
Because if you've been doing whatever you're doing all this time and you've been failing, maybe it's time to start doing some things different.
You better preach, Pastor.
Doing something different and portraying an image that you are who you're not, it's two completely different things.
Why is it
liking food that somebody
forget the liking food?
I don't think it's portraying something negative.
So you mean to tell me I'm on a date? I want this man to like me. This man is rich. He want to go eat some seafood. I can't stand for you seafood. I'm gonna just go and get an allergic reaction or just eat it just because I don't like. No, that makes no sense.
I'm pretty sure that's not all cases, but
you were talking about eating food, so that's the example that I gave.
Let's give you this.
No, I get it.
A real man is going to be like, okay,
what do you want?
Because you have already presented yourself and you have become someone that I found interest in. I'm going to learn what you like and not like, and then I'm going to address my life and change my life to appease you. The problem.
But now you're talking about a man.
No. But we're talking about a man. But that's what I'm saying. If we're talking about a man, this is what a man is going to do. The problem is that other women who are so caught up in their own success that they can't let go of their success to be approachable by a man, a real man. So therefore, they're going to kick dirt on the women who are willing to do just that.
I agree.
Nobody's kicking dirt on them. We're talking about the definition that I heard was a pick-me woman. And what Kyra said, this is what I heard, was a woman that's just like downing other women around her, but also trying to be extremely loud to get that man's attention, regardless of how true or not.
The two light-skinned ladies. The two light-skinned ladies said that.
Who's light-skinned?
The two light-skinned ladies.
Who?
I don't want to be racial in here. So the two lighter skinned. The biscuits.
I'm brown. So I don't know who you're talking
about. And that's the point I was trying to make, Monique.
And I read that. Now let me ask you this. Women typically deal with hypergamy, right? Typically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They deal with hypergamy, right? And we're already established in a lot of cases. In order to get places, places you've never been, you got to do things you've never done. You got to level up. You got to evolve. You got to change some things about you in order to get somewhere that you've never been. And you got to evolve. You got to evolve in that space. Right? Now, when you're dealing with hypergamy, you're dealing with a man that you may have never dealt with before. You may have never dealt with a six-figure man or a $200,000 man or whatever these people are trying to choose. You think that you're gonna come the same way that you came with Lil Ray Ray, with this man over here?
You gonna come at him like he Lil Ray Ray?
You gonna come at this man, this man that hold on, cousin. We established a lot of women deal with hypergamy. A lot of women deal with hypergamy. Not saying you have to belittle yourself, you have to, but maybe in this room over here or this arena over here, you've never been in that room. So you're gonna have to adapt. You're gonna have to adapt. And a lot of times you're gonna have to sit down. You're gonna have to check your environment and check yourself. Because a lot of times you're gonna lose that man if you ain't
Because leveling up ain't just money. It's mentality. It's class. Is your femininity. It's everything.
That's another, but that's completely different. That sounds like another form of like code switching. Reading a room.
Code switching.
Code switching. You get around. You answer. So when I get around my friends, hey y'all, what's good? Where we going? Da-da-da-da. When I get to work, I don't answer the phone that way. I will.
It's the same thing. It's a representation.
Okay, but
it's the same thing. It's like your boss. When you get around your boss, hello, sir, how are you? What do you need? You need this, you need that. That ain't how you talk to Michelle and them.
Yeah, but we're talking
but it's a problem. It's a problem when it's for that man.
We're talking about polishing yourself, making you a little shiny, as opposed to changing the entire color. You talking
I know women ain't talking about changing the entire color with this whole makeup industry. We not gonna
listen. Makeup is an enhancer. I want to make myself clear. It's an enhancer. It already brings
so is the right man.
We have.
Just all right. Darlene said
that one.
I didn't hear him. I didn't hear him because the deacon's mouth is so big. What did you say?
You said makeup is an enhancer. I said so is the right man.
Boom. Drop the bomb on him. Somebody give me a DJ Clue bomb.
But you keep flip-flopping. It's either you're changing.
Where I'm flip-flopping at?
You said, okay, what was your initial point? I feel like your initial point was you got to change who you are if you want to get a man of
in order to get places you've never done, you have to do things. In order to get places you've never been, you got to do things you've never done. You got to evolve. In life, you have to evolve. If you're looking to deal with a man of a certain stature, he may be a part of a world that you have not much knowledge of.
No, I don't agree.
No?
You can polish. Like I said, it's just
you can polish. How can you polish something that you don't like? If you're walking into something that you've never seen before, you got to adapt.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
I think that
adapting is not fully changing. Like you can easily you can brush yourself up a little bit. Like it's. You're making it seem like it's okay to change who you are.
I'm using it. I think the difference is I'm using it in a positive way. But this pick me thing is looked at in it got a negative connotation to it. I'm using it as in a positive way. Like if you don't gotta fight it, don't fight it. It's real. When you level up, you're gonna have to change some things about you. Like they say in success, everybody can't go.
But I think that's where I think we all getting confused at in the conversation is because a pick me isn't trying to change who they are. A pick me is putting up a front to get the man that she wants.
But says who though?
It's a lie.
Says who? Because
that's the Urban Dictionary of a pick me. Now, am I saying that all women are like that? No, but are some women like that? Absolutely.
But my question is,
there were different definitions. You're picking one definition.
You gave us a video of a bunch of people who are not pick-me girls who are going to make it, who already have a negative kind of connotation in their mindset about what a pick-me girl is and what a pick-me girl does. But we don't have any interviews of actual pick-me girls who say,
yes, we did. The first pick-me girl was a pick-me girl. The first video we showed, the young lady, she sat there. The first words that came out of her mouth was, I used to be one of the pick-me girls.
But she was like a light-skinned sister.
It don't matter whether she's light-skinned.
It's a whole different mindset. They move differently. We already know that. That's a whole different mindset.
I agree. We don't really like them like that.
Right. Thank you. Finally, she agreed. We
just kidding. You being prejudiced. Hold on, my laptop dying. Let me get.
She's not being prejudiced. They're a whole different. They're a whole different vibe. They're a whole different monster. They're a whole different. Where you talking about the sisters that we see on a regular basis that we come across that are using the connotation of what a pick-me girl is. They're gonna be held on two different. They're gonna be held on two different things. The two sisters that got on, they said that a pick-me girl is a woman who is going to let loose their morals, their values, so also a guy can like them. But we look at it so negatively, like, oh, he's just dropping their morals. We have people every day that drop their way of thinking or their way of thought, because they're realizing that their way of thought is not getting them anywhere.
Yeah.
So if I want to be married, if I want to have a family, if I want to find me a 6-figure, 5-figure, 4-figure man, and
you got to change some things,
making me appealing to a man, then me letting that go and changing and trying something different should not be so negatively looked upon. But
that's what I feel.
Nobody is
negatively looked upon simply because people who are not willing to do it is now passing judgment. If you're not willing to do it, then
I agree.
Then don't do it. Don't do it. But don't kick dirt on the next person because they have goals and ambitions that you don't have. Yes,
I agree.
You got a good job. Yes, you got your own business. Yes, you're beautiful. You can have your pick of any man. Yes, you can have all that. That is great. That's awesome. But if a woman said, listen, I desire to be a wife. I want to be a wife, and I don't want to wait until I'm 56, and I don't want to be used up. I don't want to have to get operation to get my cootie cat back tight so my husband don't fall in. I don't want to do these things. I want to find my person. I want to get married. I want to be in love. So this is what I'm doing. I'm releasing what people have already made me think and say, hey, this is the best way you can get a man. I've been doing this for 18, 19 years, and I keep ending up by myself. So now I'm going to change up. Nobody, but everybody else is looking at it like, I can't believe she's willing to do that. Okay, but while she's off being a pick-me girl and finding her husband and getting married and having children, you're still dealing with the same guys, dealing with the same crap, getting played or being played with, and then talk about ain't no good men out there. No, because your mindset has not changed. You want to hold on to the stuff that you have always known and have always done and expect a different outcome.
It's just you like completely.
I think that what
I agree, Derek. Sorry, I agree totally.
But that's not what a pick me girl is.
And that is
so. What are we really talking about?
The topic is coming off the topic because it's exactly what Shalyn said. What is this? Is this change for the betterment of self, or is this just for the moment and just getting someone's attention?
But no, I got a question. I got a question though. I got a question. The same way that y'all keep, because I keep seeing the comments saying, "Oh, once he see the real you, he gonna leave." This, that, and the third. I keep seeing that. Why is there so much negativity on it? Say if she follows him, because that's what men are supposed to be leaders, right? And you're supposed to follow that man. Say if she follows him, because he's a good leader, and they have a wonderful life. Why it always have to be a negative attachment to it? Everything is negative that I'm seeing.
Thank you. That's the point.
Everything is negative that I'm saying. Oh, when he find it, he gonna leave you. Oh, well, everything is negative. Say if she follows him, like it says with God, man, woman, child. She follows him because he's a good leader, and boom, they have a wonderful life. What about that?
Nothing wrong. I think every woman
will
want a man that leads. Nobody ever said that.
So are you going to cater to him? Cater to his likings?
Absolutely.
Huh?
Absolutely.
Huh? You say absolutely?
Why wouldn't we cater to somebody that we trust enough to follow?
Are you a pick-me then?
But that's not what a pick-me is.
I heard different definitions of a pick-me. I heard different. Right. So I heard like a million definitions.
Let's go back to the first pick-me. 36 seconds. That's 36 seconds. We don't need to lose. This is somebody who was the lightest skinned Heather who
I wish you stop saying that.
He's being very
such a picky girl. And in such a like I said.
What do you mean by that?
I was just so like I said earlier, I abandoned my my own priorities in order to be loved or to be chosen. Because not just romantically, but also even like with my career, right? Like I was like appealing to a lot of like powerful men essentially in order to like be advanced. And I just like totally abandoned my own boundaries and my own ideas of what was important.
She sacrificed. She sacrificed. Sometimes you have to sacrifice. Men do it all the time.
But listen, she was a pygmy. She was a pygmy, but she didn't get picked. So now she's talking. Now she's talking negatively about the fact of what she did, and she still didn't get picked.
She said she abandoned her morals. Who knows what that meant? I'm just so confused.
She said
her career. She said she abandoned a lot of things.
Now her morals. She said she abandoned her priorities.
Yeah, she didn't say morals. She said her priorities. Yeah, she didn't say that.
She didn't say morals. I heard morals.
She said principles. She said she abandoned her principles.
So she still.
But we don't know what each are. What was her principles? She just said she abandoned them.
I don't know what her principles were. I don't know what her morals were, or anything. But when you are, do you have to abandon the stuff that you like and the person that you are to get a man?
And
you don't have to.
Allow you to abandon your principles and
you don't have to.
So I mean, I don't know. That's a picture.
But if you do, if you do, and you live happily ever after, is you wrong?
Right. Yeah, because you're not living true to self.
Because you're not happy.
No, your truth changes all the time. Your truth changes all the time.
That's true. I agree with that.
Yes.
So now you have your independent truth. You have your independent truth, what you want to do or whatever. You meet this man, and now you become a helpmate to that man. And you attach yourself to his life and his passion and his path. And you become his one. And you put yours on hold, right? He blows up, and now he pours into you. And now both of you is thriving. Is that a bad thing?
That's not what she said.
No, I'm asking a question.
He's asking a question.
Is that a bad thing?
He can't ask her because she's a video.
Is that a bad thing? To pour into your man, help him get to success, and then he pour into you.
No, it's not. No, absolutely not. Nobody said that.
Okay, that's the same thing. That's abandoning your principles. That's abandoning your career. That's abandoning things that you want to do as an independent person. I just think that when we voice it and we vocalize it in a certain way, a negative, like a negative brush get thrown on it.
Listen, I agree with what you're saying 100%. I agree.
I'm just gonna read some of these comments real fast. Janice says she abandoned her self-worth, period. Shannon says so she will be happy because she got the man, but she will be unhappy because she is not living the life that she wished to live, which is going to lead to an unhappy woman who becomes an unhappy wife.
Before you move, how can she define that for somebody that she only that ain't even a reality?
Thank you.
That's not even a reality. She may wait. She may abandon whatever. She may attach herself to that man, have children, buy a home with a white picket fence, and live happily ever after. The same way that y'all can say things negative, you can say things positive because it's not real.
What is the reality of what you said? Listen, understanding that as a woman, if you make yourself available for the right person to pick you, then these realities will be realities. These theories will become reality. The problem is that you find emphasis and put so much emphasis on certain qualities that you think is so important that when you get those qualities and then you say pick me, you realize that it ain't nothing but a bag of done. Because if he got money that he can just throw at you whenever he want, he take me places. I get flued out here and my hair get done, and I got these $600 shoes and $1,200 bags, and you like, well, I'm gonna attach to this person. Pick me. But then he's smacking you across the face and throwing you in the closet. Now you're like, oh, this wasn't a reality. No, you keep putting value in the wrong stuff, and then you want to kick dirt on people who want to maybe find the right person to get to pick them. We keep looking at the negative side of this whole pick me thing. And
you should want to be picked.
And then you want to turn around.
You should want to be picked.
Nobody's chucking and jiving for y'all to pick.
What do you mean? Okay.
That's our job to pick you to marry you.
Our job is to pick your ass. I'm just
No, you don't propose to us.
It's mutual. We get to pick
These
two.
modern day women do propose to men.
In broad, like from a broad perspective, like come on, stop. Let's not do that. Like now we're picking and choosing little battles within the big battle.
So every man that says I want you right now, I got picked. I'm gonna go. No, we gotta pick too. It needs to be mutual.
It is a mutual.
Why are y'all sitting here making it seem like we gotta?
You have to first make yourself available.
You gotta make yourself pickable.
Y'all not talking about pick me girls again. Y'all going off topic.
No, we're not. We're talking about another angle that y'all not looking at.
You're not viewing it from there. You're viewing it from a negative place.
Because it is a negative place. Because being a pick me girl, changing who you are to get picked by somebody is a negative thing. Where is the positive in that?
Okay. So when you go,
darling, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it personal, especially when you knew who one of my girlfriends was.
Is that negative?
I'm not gonna do that.
When you change, when I see most of these females, when I see them change their hair with their clothes, that's not negative?
Are you serious?
Is that not negative though? But you just said you changes something so somebody can pick you, right? So
nobody changes their hair for a man. You change your hair.
Lies and fairy tales. Fairy tales.
So you don't do anything to entice a man?
Right. That's the point.
You don't do anything for a man.
You know good and well if your man likes you in a blonde, likes your hair blonde.
If my man, that means, look, stop yourself right there. If my man likes me in a blonde wig with red thongs, that's what I'm gonna wear every night because he picked me and I picked him already. Y'all not talking about picking.
Darlene, I think Darlene said I want to pick. A man is to hunt. A man is gonna seek out. Of course, some women, shoot they shot, but a man seek out and a man hunt. You may receive our request. You may say, yes, I will go out with you. Yes, here's my number. But 9 times out of 10 is the man that's seeking you out.
Lady G, somebody better hire Lady G.
9 times out of 10, that's the way it works.
Somebody's thinking outside the box. Dare she not?
I missed it.
I don't know what he's talking about.
She said it's really not a negative place. It can all work out for the better.
Exactly. It's just they're looking at it. I think terms, words, all of these different things just set this negative thing in your minds. If you say submit, if you say you're supposed to obey your man, if you say all of that, they're like, who? I ain't obeying nothing. I ain't submitting to nothing.
Not true. We love to submit.
I ain't saying you, but don't act like we've never heard that.
After we got picked and then we picked. Then
I ain't even hear that, but
in the following.
But we're not gonna act like
number one. First of all, you picked before he picked. So you were a pick me girl. Because you made yourself presentable, you made yourself available for him to pick you. He had the first feel of vibe that you were, so even if he thought you was pretty, even if he thought you was hot, even if he liked your smile, all that stuff, you still had to make yourself available for him to even be able to come and even get your number, to even call you, to even take you out, to even pick you.
When you was in that mirror putting them jeans on, like I'm gonna kill him tonight.
When I was in that mirror, I said, damn, I look good tonight.
Yeah, not just for you.
I smell good tonight. And
absolutely.
Make yourself available without being hey, pick me, come over here, look at me. And let's be honest, y'all don't want the loudest one in the room anyway.
Who said that?
You don't want the one that's like, hey, pick me, look, my front ass is flat, mine is big. Because that's what a pick-me girl is. That's what I'm getting.
A pick-me from my understanding, a pick-me ain't got to be the loudest one in the room. It just got to be one that caters to men. Cater to men liking.
Hold on. Wait. Let's go. Wait. Mama Morris, you out here wilding now. Come on down.
What Mama Morris said? He came to my...
That's what I said. I said that. Right. Like Darlene is agreeing with everything that we say and then say, no, I don't agree with y'all.
But she said, I winked my eye at him and he came to my house. Slow down now.
I said that. I said, we hunt, and you accept. But in order for us to hunt and like you or come for you, it has to be to our liking. You know the men that you like.
Absolutely.
You know the men you like.
I 150% agree with you.
What? 150% agree what? Because we won't
She
sit
said
here.
She said this made up pick me term got us off focus because
where's the other side? This is the same time when I was disagreeing with Roshan about when he was dropping numbers that it wasn't representing the other side. This is another we always find ourselves, we find one side and we never look at the other side. We never give the other side any kind of sunshine. Find me a successful pick girl. Find me someone show me a success story.
What the agreement was for. That was not what have the negativity. I said I agree with her when she said what she just said.
Or the people who refuse to change.
Because it is a made-up term. It came off a TV show. If you really want to know where the term originated from.
There's a lot of terms that's made up, like Valentine's Day.
So for Grey's Anatomy, she was begging for somebody.
That's a real thing.
Valentine's Day is made up too. Let's throw that in the garbage.
Social media makes up everything. That's why we have National Hot Dog Day and National Hamburger Day and National Donut Day and Little Sibling Day and Puppy Dog Day. All we do is make up stuff. We bored. We got nothing to do. Make up stuff. And then we sit here and y'all kick the dirt and y'all kick the backs in on people that want a better life and is willing to do what they need to do.
Nobody is kicking nobody back in because they want a better life.
He's changing. He's changing the definition of the word.
They're just kicking y'all butt. That's all it is.
Y'all are knocking down women. Y'all are knocking down women because they're willing to do what you don't want to do.
There it is. To get the results, get the results that they want. If that's what they want to do to get the results that they want, let them live.
Let them live.
I'm sorry, but when I think of pick me, I just see, pick me in class, pick me.
When you think of pick me, you see a wife. You see somebody with a ring walking down the aisle.
Completely different.
You don't know who you see because you don't know who you picking. You may pick the person that you think she is, and then once you get her and you really see the type, because nobody can fake the funk forever. You either gonna
you see what you're doing though, cousin? You see what you're doing? You taking it to a negative.
Let me finish my sentence.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, because I'm gonna say the same thing.
You're either gonna do one or two things. You're gonna change to adapt to the situation you in, or your real self is gonna come to life. Those are the only two options when you faking the fuck when you first meeting somebody. That's it.
You know what happens?
That's just how it goes.
And you know what happens?
What? It's all just saying that when a person first introduces themselves or want to get picked or whatever attention they want to get from a man, they're not always being honest.
Hold on, why you did a man like that? Why you like a man? Why you do that? Why you do that?
Because y'all were a little.
What?
Why you say a man like that?
Like what?
Like your whole head shook.
Whatever. I said what I said and how I said it. I don't know what you're talking about. Y'all
modern women better stop it. Y'all better stop it. There's nothing wrong with catering to a man.
No.
Hold up, wait, hold up, like y'all said, let me finish. Let me finish. Remember that? I don't care who y'all is. I don't care who it is, a pick me or not. It's always a representative when you first meeting each other. That real person ain't show up yet. Y'all don't even poop in a person's house until y'all done hit the 8th month.
Right.
Like that representative is always there. Yep. Always there until you get comfortable. And you put your guard down. Just because they sinning different than you do, don't make them wrong.
I just said that. I said you only got two options in a situation
like that. Because you keep saying faking the funk. They don't got to be faking it. They can just be catering to his liking. That's why I said you throwing a negative blanket on it when you don't have to. She may just say, you know what? I'm just going to cater to him. I'm a whatever he want to do. Hold up. Like you said, let me finish. Let me finish.
How long you let me finish? Because we about to snatch it from you. Keep talking about let me finish. Now you done.
But no, all I'm saying is she may just be catering to his liking. That's it. She may just be catering to his liking, and that's okay. It's okay. Just because you don't cater to his liking don't mean that she's wrong for it.
You can't cater to nobody real liking because you don't know that person when you talking to them.
Listen,
when you first approach anybody,
whoever you catering to, that's what it is.
What's done in the darkness.
When you get to know them, that's when you start catering to someone. When you first meet them,
I agree with that.
This is what we talking about. We talking about a pick-me girl. So the
pick-me girl. So not just pick-me's do that then. Not just pick-me's do that. Everybody do.
Let me finish.
I was trying to talk before you started, and then you just took over, and then now you get to say, "Let me finish." I guess it's this girl.
Given about a pick-me girl is a woman that will do anything to get the attention of a man. That was the definition of what.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So my thing was just like I said, when you approaching somebody and you a pick-me girl and you are doing whatever you need to do to get that person's attention, once you have the attention of that person, you have only two options. You change yourself to adapt to the situation that you're in, or your real self is going to come out, and then you as a man has the choice to say whether or not I'm going to keep this person or not. That's all I said. And that is what a pick-me girl is. We getting all over with bettering yourself and doing this and doing that and doing that. No.
Because that's real. That's real.
Nobody is saying that it's not real. We all know that if you want to get a certain result, then of course you have to change yourself, your mindset. You have to do all of these things.
But the problem is changing and doing that for a man. That's the problem.
The deacon is trying to be a pick-me man right now. He wants y'all to pick him right now. Go ahead, you pick-me man. We pick you. Go.
What's done in the darkness will always come to light. Point blank. If a female is changing who she is, so she can fool a guy, it will come out way before he picks her. Period.
Wait, say that again.
If a guy,
he said, say that again.
If a female or a gentleman is changing who they are to trick that other person into picking them, it will become out way before they get picked. Because negativity is never rewarded with positivity. So what you reap, you're going to sow. So if I'm tricking you into liking me, understand that I'm going to reap that back. So it doesn't matter. The problem here, what we're saying, is not what the pick-me girl is or is not. The problem that we're saying is that we just have a room full of people who refuse to look at a pick-me girl as anybody else. But nobody has yet to say, Davida, do you know a pick-me girl?
Do I know a pick-me girl?
Yeah, you know a pick-me girl?
Yeah.
So why you ain't invited to the show so we get her insight? Kat, you know a pick-me girl?
She's too busy trying to be picked.
No.
Like Shallon, you know a pick-me girl? Monique, Miss Brown, do you know one? Bernadette, do you know one? Mama Morris, do you know one? Because everybody's throwing their insight on it, but nobody, if you know one, then why you didn't invite them on so then we can get their side of it? Because all we doing is getting the negative side of it, and we're getting your views or your perspective of something when your perspective does not matter because it does not affect their life. If they're doing whatever they're doing to make them happy, to
get their results,
the glory.
Let them
do it
to get the results that they want. Exactly. Thank you. You killed it.
This is a
show's
podcast.
over. Peace.
It's called Kings of Conversations for a reason.
Right, but that's what here's the point that we keep jumping past. We spent 59.567 minutes talking about and looking down on someone for wanting to do something that they want to do. Nobody forced them to do it. They wanted to do it. They want to be a pick-me girl. Let them be a pick-me girl. Why is there such a negative connotation? Hold on, let me finish. Why is there such a negative connotation on what somebody chooses to do? If they want to be outside shaking it behind in a bar, why is there a negative connotation on them shaking? It's their choices. So we have to stop putting all this negativity on stuff and say, are they living their life to their fullest potential? And if they are, bet. But we
listen. Let me just say this. I'm gonna say this and be. Let me be very clear. Okay, I'm gonna be very crystal damn it clear. I never came on this. I did not on this topic. I did never say nothing negative about no woman because I could care two shits in the fuck what another woman do. Only person I care about is what I do, and that is it, and that is all.
That's a lie.
This whole show is about Beata like to pick me.
You care about what Tati do.
If you want to go outside naked, that's your business. What that got to do with me?
Don't go outside naked because then my tones is gonna go off and I'm gonna have to respond. Don't do that, please. I had a good run so far.
Shut up, Sean. I'm just saying.
Now that's reality.
When I say
I had one of them earlier today.
I'm talking about the topic at hand, and I'm talking about the context of what the topic is. I ain't going around it. I ain't trying to change what the definition of it was. I'm speaking on that. But what women do is their business. Because what do we got to do with me? It ain't affecting my life.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with the whole pick me thing and catering to a man and wanting a man to like you and gravitating to getting on a man's program. I think we're in this modern woman age to where this independence got a lot of women jaded to whereas they feel like they'll be losing a piece of themselves to become a part of a man's program.
You're contradicting yourself in the biggest way.
You said I'm contradicting myself? How?
You very well are.
How?
Because there's one, I'm just confused. So it's either, let me just get this right.
Yeah, I want to hear I'm contradicting myself.
Oh, wait, hold on. Women's Media Center. It says the pick me girl trend first emerged in 2016 on Twitter when the hashtag tweet like a pick me began circulating. The pick me girl of this trend had qualities that made them what? Good wives or good material.
You catering to your man.
Cut it out.
You're catering to your man. That's a good thing.
Wow.
That's a good thing.
Wow. So what we talking about the meaning or who changed the meaning? We did. Because women who don't want to do the stuff that these women are doing changes what the meaning of it is.
They demonize
it. They give it a negative connotation. But because we don't do simple research, like we don't do simple research because we don't know what the origins of, and we don't know this and we don't know that. But if we do the simple research and just find out and
Y'all invited me.
Do a little further digging. Maybe we can find out. I
ain't got to do no research. You invited me. You tell me what the definition is, and I'm gonna roll with it. Don't be talking about I ain't do no research.
But you go off the research. You go off the research of what everybody around you is saying. So we go back to what mommy said back in the day. If everybody jumped off the bridge, would you jump too? Sure. If they put it on social media. We're gonna start the jump off the bridge challenge.
I told Kyra a long time ago. I don't understand what the whole thing against a pick me. It's you want to cater to your man. You want a man to like you. That's you do that anyway.
It was cute. It was cute when Beyonce and them was singing it. It was like everybody was like, "Get you picture." Now,
it's like it's weird.
Listen.
Modern women pay bills until modern men what?
Until
modern women pay bills and until modern men create environments where we can be old-fashioned women. Please have a seat.
Nobody
Can I hold up, Derek? Can I address that, please? Because I've heard that before about if y'all want modern women and be a modern man like my grandfather and such and such and such. And I said this to somebody the other day, and I don't want to get sidetracked, but I said this to the other day. A modern, back then, a traditional woman, what's the difference between a traditional woman then and a traditional woman now? Not much, right? You cook, you clean, take care of the kids. You be a nurturer, you take care of home, such and such and such. That's traditional.
And work.
Okay, that's fine. Work, but what now a traditional man from today versus my grandfather, right?
me today versus my grandfather. My grandfather ain't have cable. He have iPhones, AirPods, red bottoms. We don't want to get flued out to Dubai. We want the bins that you talk to. We want all of these different things. You ain't have cell phones back then. You ain't have cable. You ain't have nothing back. Traditional men back then ain't have 10% of what we have today and what we have to deal with today. So it's not the same as a traditional woman from back then and a traditional woman now. A traditional
$13, rent.
I'm sorry.
$6. Back then, y'all didn't have to have a lot because shit didn't really cost anything anyway.
That's my point. But now, in order to have, with the women that we see, on Instagram, how y'all love y'all with y'all chats and all of that, what we see,
the pick me women.
No.
Keep talking negative about the pick me women.
No. If you want that, if you want a traditional man like my grandfather was, you wouldn't like that lifestyle. You wouldn't like that lifestyle. You want luxury lifestyle.
Wow.
Like the pick.
I'm talking about the average woman. You want your iPhone? There were traditional women didn't have iPhones. You can go get you one of these flip phones.
You can't compare the time. So it's either there's.
That's my point. You can't. So I'm talking about from Shaolin. You can't compare the time. Men nowadays have way more from capitalism and from a luxury point of view.
Did he call her Shaolin like Wu-Tang?
My bad. We have way more on our plate than men of prior times. Way more.
Right.
It's not the same.
I can't put the two. I'm not understanding.
How many? Okay, so let's look at it like this. How many traditional? How many would? Let me ask Miss Mama Morris this because she know firsthand back in the day. How many traditional men would marry a woman with 3 or more children?
Well, 80% of our culture was married. So you didn't have what we have today.
But that's what I'm saying. But this is the argument we always have when we come down to traditional. Like y'all telling like, oh well, you show me a traditional man, then I'll be a traditional woman, and you do this and you do that. But the fact of the matter is, if we're gonna get back on topic, and how you're saying all the ladies up here saying that we were off topic, but if you really do the research and really look at what it was when it
Derek, the women left us.
what it was when it first came out.
I got pick me kids in this house.
what it was when it first came out, and then what it came out. And then when it came back out, because it just came back out again. They said it died down, and then it reemerged on TikTok with over 271 million views. And the problem that it happened was when it first came out, it was talking about women who followed traditional gender stereotypes with patriarchal ideas of being female. They cooked, cleaned, and fed their man, which some people looked at it as they was boosting the male ego and promoting male entitlement.
So where now they call it slavery.
Right. So now we understand, like I said, like I've been saying the whole night, you have people who refuse to do these things, who are kicking the backs in of the women who choose to do it. That's all it is. That's why it has such a negative connotation behind it, because now you have your over-liberated woman who is the alpha female who's making six figures and saying, I shouldn't have, if I worked all day, I shouldn't have to come home and feed
and cater to no man
clothes and do those things. So now you're looking down on a woman who's willing to do so because this is what she was raised on. This is what she was raised around. This is what she saw and what she found is comfortable and what she finds is home. Everybody wants to be a Darlene Morris. Everybody wants to have that family circle that has that husband that loves and cares.
But they ain't willing to do what it takes to get there.
Do the work for it.
What do you mean?
Exactly.
What's wrong with a female working 8-9 hours and she's tired and she don't want to come home and cook? And
Nothing's wrong with it because if
nothing is wrong with it.
If your man is in tune with you, he knows you came home and don't want to cook, and he'll go buy chicken.
No, nobody's mad at it. Nobody's mad at somebody that's hold up. Nobody's mad
about it. No, but what's wrong?
Nobody's mad at somebody that's willing to do it. All we're saying is y'all don't be mad at a woman that's willing to do what she want to do.
Nobody's mad at that, but we're not talking about that. Again, y'all are
and Shallon just said that. Nowadays, women pay their own bills and they buy their own Louboutins. They do all of that. Well, if you was a pick me, you wouldn't have to.
Bullshit. Bullshit. You don't have to be a pick me. Like you said, the pick me's end up getting the lower quality men anyway. Didn't you say
that's not true?
Don't change it up. No. Didn't you say that?
The same way you can say that, you can say that they get high quality men.
I just said that's what Kat told. That's the definition that Kat read.
Yeah, that's what like y'all bugging.
But then I went on here and I did a simple Google. Instead of me saying what is a pick me, I said what was the origins of a pick me. And
it's a positive thing.
A whole new view of what this thing is. But
hold up, Derek. No. Hold up, Derek.
Don't do the research. That's the problem.
Derek.
We don't do the research and then we just sign on to stuff because everybody else is signing on to it.
Derek, it wasn't a whole new thing. It's exactly what me and you were saying the whole time.
Oh, please. Y'all are feeling yourself so bad. I'm going to end it like this, okay? A pick-me woman is somebody who wants all the attention, screaming for all the attention before that becomes your man. Y'all talking about catering to men, following men, allowing men to lead. We already got the man. The man picked us and we picked them back before we even got to that. A pick-me is somebody that puts down others in order to get the attentions of somebody who they want.
That ain't our definition.
Subject. That's the
that ain't our definition.
That was the definition I just read.
Hey, pick me. It doesn't matter.
That ain't our definition. That's y'all stuff.
This is my cousin podcast. Whatever she said the definition is,
that's not true.
That's the definition.
It ain't whatever she said. That we're all here to give input.
This is my cousin podcast. If she said that's the definition, that's the damn definition. Anyway. I gotta go.
God, she running again.
I got kids. I gotta put them to sleep. They want me to pick them. To put them.
Pick your kids, Davida. Pick your kids.
I'm gonna pick my kids over y'all.
Pick your children.
Don't worry, I'm gonna let nobody kick your back in because you picked your kids.
I picked my kids. Don't kick my back in. I picked them. I wanted them to choose me.
I'm not gonna let nobody kick your back in.
Thank my kids for choosing me to be their mama.
Right.
Thank you, kids.
Right.
Bye, y'all.
All right, girl. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Okay.
You right now? You went and calmed down? You went and had you a shot of Parmesan?
Listen.
You had you a shot of Parmesan?
I've been drinking way before this podcast even started. Okay.
Yeah, got
if y'all want me to bring the smoke, I can bring the smoke. Okay.
Yeah, it was already coming out of your ears.
Hey, it is what it is. I already told y'all I had a day today. So
you gonna put your Sheila E glasses on.
If y'all want it, if you want to catch it, then hey, catch it.
You don't put your Sheila E glasses on. You is on fire.
Catch the moment.
Okay. Ain't nobody worrying about you.
I just read this. All I did was read. That's all I did.
And so did I.
Cousin went and found the most negative definitions that she can find.
No, I didn't. I took the first that I saw the definition that Google gave me.
You just said you took the first one. You ain't even do no research.
Definition is 4 definitions. When you look up pick me, when you look up when you say what's the definition of a pick me, that is what pops up. Now, what he Googled was something different. I didn't Google the.
You looked on what's that definition? What's that page? Ghetto. What is it? GhettoDictionary.com.
I'm fine, Darlene. I am perfectly okay. But like I said, when he Googled was the origin of the word.
Right. And there's a positive thing that we kept saying.
But I didn't Google that. I Googled the definition. You asked for the definition. You got the definition that was given.
Right.
Now, if you wanted a different definition, like Derek did, you want something different, because it came from an article, which is another person's opinion. But like I said, if you want a different definition,
yeah, you couldn't even get through that without chuckling.
You know, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
You ain't doing my work.
I did some research and I just blew y'all out the
water. I research stuff all the time and send it to you.
personal research.
Hold on, wait. I research stuff all the time and send it to you. You better stop playing.
No, I'm not talking to you.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Because me and you already had a conversation about this.
What are we talking about then?
Okay. So, like I said, you want a different definition, you get up there, you research it, and you do what you do. I'm gonna do what I did. And
that's why people getting off the podcast now angry because
and I'm still gonna say what I said. What a pick me is exactly.
People look at it from a negative place when you don't have to. I like pick me.
People taking their pitchforks and going back home now.
Yo.
Sean said he saw a quality woman in search of a quality man.
What's Shaolin talking about?
I don't know.
I know what you did. You done went and gave Shaolin some of your Paul Masson because I don't know what she talking about.
Who the hell drink Paul Masson?
I can smell it. I can smell it through the. I can smell it through the screen, and I can smell it through Shaolin's typing. Y'all drunk.
You know what that is?
It's okay.
Darlene, ain't nobody. Miss Darlene, ain't nobody gonna challenge you. Them two, they tripping.
That's his definition of a pick-me. Exactly. Everybody got their own definition of it.
Oh man, this was a fun show. I enjoyed this time that we had together.
Yo,
I really enjoyed it. I hope that if the people who left, they watched the playback of it and see that we just had a good time and we were just having a good conversation when they didn't have to get mad and take their ball and go home. And we hope that they come back next week because we have a whole other relationship conversation and we don't want to make nobody.
Yeah, look at cousin. Cousin disappeared, went to the Elks, got a drink, came back.
I did not. I was listening. When we start going over, I got shit to do. I got stuff to do. I got
a podcast.
Listen,
yo,
podcast is a damn hour. When we go over an hour, I got things.
That's crazy.
Okay.
If so anybody gotta go, is me.
If I gotta go out for a second or two, then so be it.
You went and gave Shaolin a shot.
All right, Shaolin. See you later, cuz.
Thank you for joining us. It was nice that you stayed with us the whole show. Ivory left already.
Love you,
Ivory left already. Ivory left like she normally did, but Shaolin stayed the whole time. So thank you, Shals.
All right, everybody. Our hour been up a long time ago. I got
17 minutes ago. We done had shows for an hour and 47 minutes.
I got things to do.
Now we've been on too long because they theory.
Because you got the right definition.
Thank you, daughter.
They theory got blown out the water, so now it's like, oh, we've been on here for too long.
Thank you, daughter. Thank you, daughter.
Yo.
So we gotta go because I got things to do, and I got somebody to cater to. So therefore, thank y'all all for tuning in. Thank y'all for joining the conversation. We appreciate y'all. Thank you, Dar. Hey, Miss Bernadette, how you doing? You made me lose my train of thought. Oh, thank y'all for all joining the conversation. I appreciate y'all all for joining. Thanks for laughing with us, and thanks for all of your comments and your commentary. I'm gonna call you later, Miss Bernadette.
I gotta go. I say peace. Let's get back to family. I'm out.
Deuces. Thank y'all for joining. Peace, love, and blessings.